Level 1. Analyst. It's 2 a.m. The floor's empty except for you. The city outside the window is dark. Your screen isn't. You are building a financial model, a discounted cash flow analysis for a pitch that may never happen, for a client who may never hire the firm. You have been here since 8 a.m. yesterday. You will leave at 4 a.m. and be back at 7. You eat a desk sandwich that got cold an hour ago. You don't notice anymore. Your job is to build models, decks, tables, charts. You pull data. You format slides. A VP sends you an email at 11:47 p.m. The font on slide 34 is 10.5 point. It should be 10. Fix it. You fix it. You don't respond with anything except the corrected file. The analysts above you by 1 year treat you like furniture. The associates treat you like a tool. Your name does not appear on the pitch deck. You built it. They present it. Here's what they told you when you took this job. 2 years. Learn everything. The brand opens every door on Wall Street. Here's what they didn't tell you. Brilliance is irrelevant. This job rewards endurance. You are being tested not on what you know, but on how long you can function without sleep before you make an error. You haven't made one yet. You stare at the screen. You keep going. Level 2. Associate. You have a red pen in your hand. That's new. You are sitting at the conference table now, not standing by the door. An analyst slid a deck across the table to you 20 minutes ago. You are marking it up. The margins are wrong. The EBITDA bridge is missing a step. You know exactly how long it took to build this. You also know you don't care. You manage the timeline now. You are the relay point between the analysts below and the VP above. You coordinate the lawyers, the accountants, the data room. You join client calls. Mostly you listen. Occasionally someone asks you to walk through the model and you do, calmly, because you built 100 of them. The VP sends changes at 9 p.m. without explanation. You absorb them. You translate them into tasks. You send the tasks to the analyst. The analyst works until 3 a.m. You go home at midnight. You tell yourself that's different. A deal goes wrong. The model had an error. The analyst made it. You approved it. In this building, approval means ownership. The VP looks at you in the meeting, not the analyst. You have more money now. You have marginally better hours. You have the word associate on a business card you carry everywhere. Nobody at the client's table is impressed by it. But you are still impressed by it slightly when you think no one is watching. Level 3. Vice President. You are presenting. The managing director is sitting beside you. He hasn't said a word in 40 minutes. Then the CFO asks a strategic question. Everyone turns. Not to you, to him. He answers in 3 sentences. The CFO nods. The meeting moves on. You ran this deal for 6 months. He flew in this morning. Your job is execution. You own the transaction, end to end. Diligence, documentation, negotiation. The 300-page credit agreement that took 11 nights to finalize. You manage the full team below you. You are the primary day-to-day contact for the client. Until something important happens and the MD materializes. The analysts straighten when you walk in. The associates wait for you to speak first. That feels like something. It is something. Just not enough. Nobody tells you this when you get promoted. The VP title is where careers calcify. You are measured on execution until, without warning or explanation, you are measured on something else entirely. Origination, relationships, the ability to make a CFO call you instead of your boss. There is no course for this. There is no feedback. You are simply watched, and one day, a decision is made about you that you will not fully understand until it has already happened. You prepare the MD's talking points for a client meeting. You are not invited to. You do it well. You always do it well. Level 4. Executive Director. No pitch deck tonight. No laptop open on the table. You are at dinner. A real restaurant. The client is across from you. You are the senior banker in the room. You sign the check without looking at the number. That's new. That means something here. Your job has shifted. You are not just executing mandates anymore. You are supposed to be generating them. You bring ideas to clients before they ask. You identify the acquisition they haven't considered yet. You call the CFO on a Tuesday with something worth his time. Sometimes he takes the call. Sometimes you leave a voicemail and wait. You co-lead pitches alongside the MD. Sometimes you lead them alone. The client listens. When the mandate comes in, the MD's name goes first on the cover. For now. The managing directors around you are simultaneously your allies and your competition. They will decide whether you get promoted. They are also watching whether the clients you're developing might one day rival their own. You have to build. You cannot build too visibly. The promotion to MD has no rubric. No one explains the criteria. You are evaluated on relationships, internal reputation, and something that functions like political capital, accumulated slowly over years. The judges won't show you the scorecard. The exam has no posted date. The client called you after the pitch. Not the MD. You. You save the voicemail. You listen to it twice on the way home. You don't tell anyone. Level 5. Managing Director. Your office is in the corner. The analysts on the floor can see you through the glass wall. They watch to see if you're smiling. You are on the phone, not running a model, not reviewing a deck. Talking. This is the job now. You are the relationship. You are what the client is buying when they hire the firm. You originate. You identify companies going through transitions, and you call the people who run them. You have lunch. You have dinner. You fly to their headquarters for a 2-hour meeting you cannot bill for, because trust is not billable. Your Rolodex is not a physical object. It lives in your head, and it is worth several $1,000,000 a year to this firm. The managing director title carries real authority. The team executes for you because the client trusts you. When you walk onto a floor, people adjust. When you speak in a meeting, the room changes temperature. Here is the part they leave out of the promotion conversation. For the first time in your career, a bad year can end you. Not a mistake. A year. The firm carried you when you were junior because you were inexpensive and useful. Now you are expensive. You are expected to justify every dollar of your compensation, every single year, starting from zero on January 2nd. You closed $2 billion in deals last year. The market doesn't care. Next year begins now. Level 6. Partner. No materials. Nothing in your hands. You are in a CEO's private office. You have been here before. He called you, not your firm. The distinction matters enormously, and neither of you mentions it. You are not selling anything today. You are thinking alongside him about a decision that will affect 40,000 employees and several $1 billion in shareholder value. He trusts your judgment more than he trusts most of his own board members. That trust took 12 years to build. It is the most valuable thing you own. Your title at some firms is partner. At others, senior managing director. The name varies. The reality doesn't. You are a franchise. The firm's name opens the door, but your name is why the meeting happens. CEOs rearrange schedules for your calls. Junior partners at rival firms are introduced to you the way people are introduced to someone important. You call clients on Sunday mornings when you read something that affects their business because you want them to hear it from you first. They pick up. The catch has no clean edge. Your client relationships are yours. They travel with you. That's the power. But you have also become indistinguishable from them. When a key client retires, something in your professional identity retires with him. When a relationship cools, it is not a business development problem. It is personal. You cannot separate what you are worth from what you earn. After enough years, you stop trying. Level 7. Division Head. No clients in this room. 20 managing directors are seated around the table. You walked in and they stopped side conversations. You are looking at a P&L report. Your division's revenue, headcount, compensation expense, and margin, all on one page. This is what you are now responsible for. You set strategy. Which sectors to grow, which to exit, which markets to enter, which clients to let go. You allocate resources across a business that generates hundreds of millions of dollars annually, and you answer for it quarterly to the people above you. You manage the MD population. These are people who make CFOs nervous, who have client relationships worth tens of millions of dollars each, who have enormous expectations and enormous egos. When their compensation is lower than they expected, they come to you. Sometimes they leave. Sometimes losing them is the right call. You make that call. Here's what no one prepares you for. You gave away your clients to get here. The relationships you built over 20 years are now managed by the MDs below you. The CFOs who used to call you directly call your people now. You built the franchise. You handed it to someone else. The business grew. You became the business. And if the business underperforms, the firm will hand your job to someone else just as cleanly as you handed your clients away. You decide what 40 senior bankers earn this year. Some will be furious. You sign the spreadsheet anyway. Level 8. President. There is a nameplate on the table in front of you. Cameras are pointed at it. You are in a Senate hearing room. Your prepared statement is in a binder. Lawyers helped write every word. You read it with the steady, neutral expression of someone who has been coached for 17 hours on how to say nothing while appearing to say something. A senator asks a pointed question. You answer the question you wished he had asked. This is the job now. You manage the firm's relationship with governments, regulators, and central banks. The clients at this level are sovereign. Your calls are with Treasury officials and Fed governors and finance ministers of countries whose GDP rivals some continents. You set firm-wide strategy alongside the CEO. You oversee capital allocation. You make decisions that live in the footnotes of financial history. When something goes wrong at the firm, you are the face they put in front of the cameras. Not because you made the decision, because you are the layer that protects the person who did. Your compensation is public record. Every dollar is scrutinized. Your words move markets. A single sentence on an earnings call can shift the yield curve by 3 basis points, which means your sentences are reviewed by 7 people before you say them. You stopped having unguarded conversations years ago. Outside the hearing room, protesters hold signs with the firm's name on them. You get into the car. 47 missed calls. The driver pulls away from the curb. You open the first one. Level 9. Chief Executive Officer. No one asks for your credentials at this table. You are at a private dinner in Davos. There are heads of state here, central bankers, 3 of the most powerful investors in the world. They already know who you are. You have nothing to prove and nowhere higher to go. You run one of the most consequential financial institutions on Earth. Tens of thousands of employees. Hundreds of billions in assets. Your annual letter to shareholders is parsed by analysts for signals you didn't intend. A phrase you chose casually can move a sector. You have learned to have no casual phrases. Your day starts at 5:45 a.m. You have read 3 briefings before most of your division heads are awake. You make decisions that no one below you can make. Acquisitions. Exits. Whether to enter a market or leave one. the decisions that will be studied in business schools after you are gone. When you enter a room, the room reorganizes itself. Finance ministers find reasons to be near you. People who run billion-dollar companies want 2 minutes of your time. You grant it or you don't. Here is what they never mention at level 1, not when you are fixing the font on slide 34 at 2 a.m. Telling yourself this is temporary. The throne is not yours. You hold it for the board, for the shareholders, for the abstraction called the market, which can end your tenure on any given morning, regardless of what you deserve. There is no retirement that is not a negotiation. There is no exit that is not managed by other people. You did not climb to freedom. You climbed to a different kind of confinement, quieter and better furnished than the one at the bottom, but a confinement nonetheless. Someone younger is already being watched. Someone who is right now at 2 a.m., fixing a font, eating a cold sandwich, telling themselves it is temporary. They are correct. Everything is temporary, except the machine. The machine was here before you. It will run after you. You were never the point of it. You were just the person at the top of it, for a while.